Peter, thank you. Calling all future roving reporters. Now is your chance to start your career with a full access pass to report on the NFL draft.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers, in partnership with Invisalign, are offering the chance to one child with a new contest. New at 4, Maria Parmigiani tells us how you can get your kid involved. Maria.
Cammie, Bill, any child between the ages of 8 and 14 can enter the contest where they submit a short video of a mock interview. The video must be less than 3 minutes long and should include answers for these 3 questions. What are 3 things that make you smile? What about football makes you smile the most? And why would you be the best junior reporter at the 2025 NFL Draft? The winner's hotel accommodations and travel assistance will be taken care of, as well as a behind-the-scenes pass to report on the 3-day event. I talked with a spokesperson about the contest and what the winner can expect to do during the draft.
If you win, you will get access to all things related to NFL draft, and you will be the correspondent, the junior reporter on behalf of the Invisalign brand. So access to the draft itself, a behind the scenes look at what goes on everywhere from backstage to on the field, off the field, a real opportunity for anyone who's aspiring to be a broadcaster.
To get all the rules for the contest, including the questions you can ask, head to WBAY.com. No broadcast experience is required. Only one kiddo will win, and you have until February 28th to submit your video. Reporting live from the newsroom, I'm Maria Parmigiani, Action 2 News.
There is an age limit, sorry.
I was going to say, some kids are kids at heart.
Kid at heart.